Do I have seeds in my teeth?
It's not that close up, so, but I don't think you do.
Okay. 3 days ago on Twitter, a girl named Celia Hartnett said, "Did anyone ever actually end up winning that Danimal sweepstake to hang out with Zach and Cody?" Now, to be fair, it was not the Danimal sweepstake, but I was, in fact, the grand prize winner of the Decade Guru sweepstakes on Disney Channel 9 years ago. So Celia Hartnett tweets this 3 days ago, and I haven't used Twitter since like my senior year of high school, but my friend Emma tags me in the post because I've been telling this story like ad nauseum for the past 9 years. She texts me and she's like, "Max, you have to tell this story, Twitter's waiting," and I'm like, "Okay, I got you." So then I go on Twitter, I revive my old senior year of high school Twitter, I update my pictures to my college face, you could call it.
Okay.
Whatever, so I go on Twitter, and I respond to her, "Yep, that was me," at Dylan Sprouse, at Cole Sprouse. All of a sudden, that tweet blew up, and so I thought I would make a video with all the proof I have to tell you guys the story of how I was the grand prize winner of the Decade Room Sweepstakes. So one day I got home from school, I was in 5th grade, and I'm lying down on my couch watching Disney Channel because what else would you be doing with your life? And all of a sudden we get to a commercial break and it says,
"Do you want to meet the cast of the Sweet Life on Deck? Do you and 3 friends want to be flown out to Los Angeles and become Hollywood stars for a week?
With your parents' permission.
Go online and you can be the grand prize winner of the Decade Guru sweepstakes."
And so I'm watching this video and I'm like, no one ever wins this stuff, but I'm 11 years old and I'm undyingly optimistic, and so I go and grab my mom's computer and without my parents' permission, because I was a rebel,
Okay.
I submitted this application. Like, this was not college, this was like, what is your name and where do you live? And then 4 months later, I come home from school and I go into my kitchen and I grab a snack, and on the voicemail it's like beeping. All of a sudden there's this woman and she's like, "Hello, you are the grand prize winner of the Decade Room Sweepstakes on Disney Channel." And I started hysterically crying, and I run into my dad's office and I'm like,
"Dad, I won the Decade Room sweepstakes on Disney Channel."
My dad's like, "What?" And sure enough, we follow up with this woman with the phone number she gave us, and I had actually won. Like, it was a thing, and it happened, and she contacted us and was like, "Yeah, we're gonna fly you and 3 friends out to Los Angeles to meet the cast of the Sweet Life on Deck." Now, I was in 5th grade, and I looked like this, so I didn't really have lots of friends. So I brought my mom, my dad, and my Aunt Sherry. And then my Aunt Sherry brought my Uncle Steve, and suddenly it was a family vacation plus the Decade Room Sweepstakes. We fly to Los Angeles a couple days before my birthday. We land at LAX and we head down the escalator at baggage claim, and there's a man with a Mr. Abrams sign, and he's all dressed like a limo driver, and I'm like, I'm famous, I made it. We get to drive around all of Hollywood before getting to the Renaissance Hollywood, which is this like giant hotel in downtown Hollywood. And I go in, and we get to the concierge, and my mom is like, and they're like, "Nah." And my dad's like, and they're like, "Nah." And I'm like,
Max Abrams.
and they're like, "Oh my god, you're the grand prize winner of the Decade Room Sweepstakes." And they go behind the counter and pull out this like giant skateboard with a gift basket on top, which is how the Decade Room Sweepstakes, you know, was played out. Theoretically, I could have taken all of that merchandise they gave me and put it around my room, and that would have decked it out for Disney Channel. I didn't because it was kind of tacky. So it's May 22nd, 2009, it's my 11th birthday, and our limo driver picks us up at the Renaissance Hollywood and drives us all the way to stage 10 on the Disney lot. So the limo pulls up to stage 10, and I remember pulling up with the tinted windows, and there were all these little girls who were going to see the filming of the Sweet Life on Deck, and they thought that I was some famous person pulling up to the lot, so they all crowded around the limo, and they were like, "Who are you? Oh my God." And they're like peering in, and then I open the door and I come out and I'm like, and then they all left. We go into stage 10, and there's all these Disney workers there that greet me, and they show me around the lot, and it was really, really cool. Before we even got to the filming part, they gave me an entire tour of the studio. I got to go onto the Skydeck where they did the majority of their scenes.
Here we go. Tell everybody where you are.
I'm in the Skydeck of Sweet Life on Deck.
This is live set. Offhand, here's the audience. We're getting ready for taping. Max is live on set.
My job is hard.
pool is real. That like hot tub that was on the deck, it's real. The smoothie place is not real though, but I got to like play with the little cups. And then they took me to the costume place and I got to walk around and see all of their costumes.
Yeah.
This is Bailey with her piggy slippers. Zach and Cody's stuff is right here.
Cool.
And then obviously whose shoes are those?
Yeah, that's
London.
definitely London.
Definitely London, and all of her
my
purses
God,
and all of her
it's all
stuff.
stuff.
And then Mr. Mosby's million suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I got to see all of the different sets and stuff and walk around. And then finally they brought me to a green room and the woman was like, okay, we're gonna have you chill here for a little bit and before you know it, the stars of the Sweet Life on Deck will come and greet you. And I was like... Did I just keep going? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sitting in the green room and then sure enough, one by one, all of the stars of the Sweet Life on Deck come in and greet me. I think the first one was Mr. Mosby, and he was so sweet. He grew up in Maryland, and my mom grew up in like rural Maryland, so before I knew it, I was not the most important person in the room. My mother was, and my mom and Mr. Mosby are schmoozing and talking about what it's like to grow up in Maryland and whatever. And I take a picture with him, and he autographs my thing, and then he leaves. And then the next one, I think, was Brenda's song. She comes in, and she's like rushing. She has like stuff in her hair, and she's like from hair and makeup. And
Nice to meet you. I'm Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Nice to meet you guys. Brenda.
Brenda, we know who you are.
You're so sweet.
How are you?
You guys want to take a quick picture?
Yes, we
Doc Shaw, who plays Marcus Little, he came in, but when I went to go see the show, it was before he was even introduced onto the series. So he came in and he was like, hi, I'm Doc Shaw, and my whole family was like, we have never seen you before. And he was like, oh, don't worry, I'll be on the show in 6 months. And then I was like, okay, I guess you're cool. And then all of a sudden, Dylan and Cole
You
Sprouse.
forgot Debbie Ryan.
Debbie Ryan came in before that. Debbie Ryan comes in too, she was really sweet. And then finally, Dylan and Cole Sprouse come in, and they were extremely sweet.
Dylan, nice to meet you.
Dylan, how are you? Nice to meet you. Cole, how are you?
It's nice to meet you.
How are you guys?
Well, it's very nice to meet you as well. I'm glad you guys stopped by.
It's been a
Great
You guys
show.
are watching the whole show tonight? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. You guys are, I think you guys got to go out soon and watch playbacks, but we wanted to catch you before you ran out and got stuck in the audience for hours.
We heard you're in London this trip.
We are. It's going to be, I'm not going to give too much away, but lots of Sherlock Holmes action.
Great. We've actually been to London recently.
Really?
And he read your set and he figured it out that you're doing
I
a
saw
London
that.
bit,
I saw
so
the
he was...
Sherlock
Really?
Holmes and I saw the police officer's outfit, so I sort of...
Ah.
The way the filming works is basically you sit as a studio audience watching everything that happens on the Skydeck, which is like that like main, like what you think of when you think of Sweet Life on Deck. There's a guy with a mic and he's like, is everyone ready for the Sweet Life on Deck? And everyone's like, ah! And then he's like, you have to laugh a lot at all the jokes, and we're like, okay! And if you don't laugh hard enough, then they cut it, and the guy's like, okay, when he says that line again, everyone make sure you laugh, okay? And we're all like, and then they do it again, and you laugh harder, and then he's like, perfect. Yeah, so we sat as a studio audience and got to watch all of the scenes that happened on like the Skydeck, and then if they did any of the other scenes, like the one on the green patch where they played the croquet or things like that, then you just watched it on monitor, and stuff like that. So then one of the final things that they gave me when I left was I got all the autographs of the people who I saw that day, like the live autographs, but then I also got pictures of all the other Disney series that were on at that time. And we can just take a look through, shall we? Hannah Montana! Miley, I miss that hair. Emily Osment, Mitchell Musso, what was the name of the little short?
Rico. Yeah, okay.
My videographer Naomi is an in-house Disney expert.
Thank you.
Jonas, as I understand, before they did Jonas LA, this was
That's
just Jonas. You know, the little brother never got any credit for anything.
He was actually
He's not
a
even on the
guest.
friggin' poster.
No, but he was like a recurring, like he was there a little bit. The theme song was
Okay.
great.
And then Zach and Cody again. So that's the story of how I was the grand prize winner of the Decade Room Sweepstakes. I want to say thank you to Disney Channel, circa 2009. Thank you guys so much for making an 11-year-old's birthday, year. Honestly, life at this point. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you thought that I was...
They always like, give it a thumbs up, and then, like,
Yeah.
that's the YouTube thing.
Like and subscribe.
You want them to subscribe?
Not really. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you liked it, follow me on Twitter or Instagram. Both are in the comment section below. Give the video a thumbs up, because if this gets viral and I get to meet Dylan and Cole Sprouse, it's a win for all of us, really. So, I could cut that out of Any other questions? Let's see. We'll cut it. Make a YouTube video about this experience. We gotta know.